First, what is a union? Well, a union is a collective of workers working together to ensure better conditions in the workplace. For example, if pay is only $25,000 a year, union workers could go on strike until pay is $40,000 a year. Or if health insurance isn't insured by the job, the workers could go on strike to add to their job. Unions can also guarantee safety in the workplace. If someone dies or is seriously injured, strikes can pressure the higher-ups to make the environment safer. Unions are the very embodiment of what democracies should be. Studies also show that union workers make 26.2% more money than non-union workers. Women and African Americans represented by unions make 29.7% and 33.1% more than their non-union counterparts. And Latino workers with the union advantage make 47.1% more than those not represented by a union. This means unions also help oppressed groups in the workplace. Another key statistic about unions is that 95% of union members have health insurance and a pension plan available, versus approximately 68% and 63% of those not in a union. Statistics clearly show that unions are heavily beneficial for workers. Now that you understand what a union is, you probably wonder why anyone would oppose that. Well, I know two reasons. The first one usually sounds like, if the bus drivers go on strike, how am I going to get to work? This is a valid question, but the answer is simple. That's the point of strikes. The businesses have to do something so that businesses can continue. To counter this, businesses use people called scabs. Scabs are the next, and pretty evil, method that corporations use to suppress workers' demands. Scabs are workers that are called in as replacements. It doesn't sound bad, but it completely represses the point of unions. The corporations don't want to improve conditions because it will cost them their quote-unquote precious money, when usually they have much more to spare. Another good counter to the first reason people oppose unions is what happened with Japanese bus drivers. In 2018, drivers went on strike by continuing to drive, but without accepting pay. This means people got to ride to their destinations, but for free. This has happened several times in many different countries too, such as Australia, Brazil, Sweden, and America. And that's only one kind of strike for one kind of profession. But finally, onto the second reason some people oppose unions. Money. Greedy bosses, the typical capitalists, often value money over safety or salaries. Corporations hold non-unionized workers hostage using healthcare or pay. They'd rather push workers to the point of strikes than actually give them what they need to survive. It's obvious why this is awful. To summarize, unions are a must-have in the workplace.